Hi class, let's work another problem. So again, looks like it's a word problem. So we're gonna try those, follow that step process that I talked about in class, those 5 steps. So the first thing we're gonna do is obviously is just read. So a project on Kickstarter.com was aiming to raise $15,000 for this precision coffee press. Okay, must be a nice coffee press. All right, so they ended up with 714 supporters, raising 557% of their goal. Okay, so how much did they raise? So let's write down what we're given, right, or what's being told, because this problem is actually a little tricky. All right, so how much money did they want to raise? Well, they wanted to raise 15,000. So that's the total they were looking to raise, 15,000. Right? The number of customers was 714, and this is weird. You're given a percent of some type. So a percent here, you had 557% of their goal was raised. So what that means is they raised a lot more money than they were looking to. So I'm just going to change that to a decimal. So decimal, you move the, the percentage, the decimal point 2 places to the left. So this is 5.57. This is as a decimal. All right, so what they're asking you here is how much did they raise? So what they're looking for is like how much money do they now have in their account? So this is tricky, this problem specifically, because you're given a piece of information you actually don't need. Um, you're only looking for the total amount. And so what they don't tell you is how much each customer donated. So you actually don't need this right here. It's not necessary, the number of customers to solve this. Since you're giving a percent of some type, let's go back in our textbook and look at this. The part, so whatever part you're looking for is equal to the percent times the whole. Right? So let me write that down for us to use. Part is equal to percent times whole. Well, check this out. I'm given a percent here, okay, as a decimal. Now, am I given the whole amount that they were looking to raise? Well, yeah, they were looking to raise $15,000, okay? So this part here is actually telling us how much total money they've they've gotten. So you're going to take your percentage, multiply it by the whole amount they were trying to raise. So turn my calculator on, 5.57 times the $15,000 they were looking to raise. And it looks like through this Kickstarter campaign, they were able to raise $83,550, which is a lot, which is pretty good. All right, so sometimes you get word problems, you'll be given, erroneous or extra information you don't need. Just be sure to identify that as well. All right, so just going through the steps, we read, we wrote down, we translated the question into a mathematical equation, we solved it. And for this problem, let's check to see if this seems reasonable. So they wanted $15,000, but they raised 557% of their goal. So what that means is if you raise more than 100% of your desired goal, our result should be greater than 15,000, which is exactly what we're seeing here.